Hi and welcome to the Pole Shift News. Guys, just sitting here having a look over the videos that we've put out since January at least. I think we've definitely hit the road running this year on the channel and on the website. Look at a few of the things that we've achieved this year. We beat NASA twice in informing our subscribers and those visitors we get on the website before they did themselves. If you remember, they came out on the 9th of January and started to leak it in mainstream media that there was an uptick in the magnetic north. We detected an increase in activity over the northern hemisphere months before they did, and they actually and when they announced it, it was like 3 or 4 months after we'd already announced it. So for that aspect, we've had a great start to the new year. It wasn't once that we beat NASA and other organisations such as the ESA in coming out with information related to the magnetic North Pole, and that really does demonstrate how good our equipment is. I know reading one of the comments today, someone was asking questions about the equipment, how magnetically clean the environment is, and I put a lot of thought into designing the whole TriMag system, and trust me, where we live and where the TriMag equipment is located, it's magnetically clean. The environment around the property is magnetically clean as well. There's no railway lines or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. The program is unique to the TriMag. The way we collect the data, and we don't just do it by one means, we back it up with another 2. That's why it's the TriMag, is the reason why it is as reliable and as good at recording the data what it does. And let's face it, I mention this all the time, we've got a system and it is at a real high resolution that we record all the data. Every 3 seconds we take another slice of data and we record it to the SD cards, and once a month, unless there's an increase in activity, or like the other day someone requests a slightly bringing forward of the data like I did today, as opposed to waiting a couple more days till the 17th. I try and do it on and around there, but someone asked me the other day if I could do that, and I said yes I would. So we brought it forward a little bit earlier. But it collects fantastic data. I was just looking at these videos, guys. I hope you don't mind me going on about this, but I was just looking at these videos that we did this week. We put up some really good cracking videos. We covered the jet stream, we covered the ozone hole, we threw in a video on the universal equation, and yesterday we was talking about the magnetic poles with regards to grand solar minimum, and just giving some people advice on preparing and not waiting any longer, but getting to it now. And today's video we was talking about we've recorded more data with the TriMag system on those magnetic jets that we're getting more and more frequently now. And this is an anomaly that's only started around 4 to 5 months ago. This is completely new activity that we've noticed taking place over the northern hemisphere right now. And it's causing the magnetic poles to sporadically move quickly and then retreat back to where it is. And we wouldn't be getting this data if we weren't recording it on such high resolution. And I can imagine there are some people in these bigger organisations that are probably a little bit envious that we are recording this. And let's face it, guys, you're getting to hear about it, and not as opposed to these big organisations that are keeping it to themselves. They're trying to work out what it is. But it's not like that on the Mavstar Observatory. What we record and what we see, we put out there to you guys. We don't hold the information back. We relate to you guys if it is of any importance, and of course this new activity is of great importance. So we've put up some great videos, guys, and we've had a great start to the year. January was good, February was good with regards to raising some monies to get these new magnetometers done. We've took on another project of getting these magnetometers out to these locations, because we know how important it is now to monitor these high intensity regions, because they're on the move and they're moving faster than they ever have done now, and we've got a big shrinkage going on over Canada right now, and I do believe that this is going to throw some spanners in the works for ourselves on this planet. I reckon we can see, as we have done over the last 50 years, an increase in tornadoes, hurricanes, other weather anomalies like floods and things like that. All these things are going to play a big part in the future of the magnetic reversal. And I think it's great also, guys, that we have managed to keep this going on a crowdfunded basis only. We've got no corporate sponsors whatsoever on this channel and on the website. We have recently put the videos on, and it doesn't raise a lot of revenue, guys. It raises probably £1.50 if we're lucky per 1,000 views. So if you just work out that, we're probably making £6 a day on YouTube if we're lucky. So it doesn't raise a great deal. I have noticed we've not really gone any further forward on Patreon. We're about $1 more than what we was last month, and if you remember, when it comes to cashing out, around about 18 people dropped out on paying up. So we didn't really make quite $1,000 on Patreon, but we did have a bit of activity on the PayPal as well. So all I wanted to say to you guys is, I want to continue supplying the information with regards to these new magnetometers that are going to go internationally to their locations. I want to keep you informed with regards to the magnetic pole position at the moment, and obviously keep you updated on these magnetic jets that are happening. And to do that, we've got to keep the funding going for the channel. That's the nutshell, guys. We've got to keep the funding going. If it starts to drop off, then I end up with more workload, because I promised people that I would keep the data coming, but there's less money there. So I'm going to end up, if I don't get support, putting my hand in my pocket all the time. And I'd rather that not be the case. I'd rather us all pour into this and keep it going. At the end of the day, there isn't another observatory out there. Now, I don't just want to take people's money and not give something in return, and that is why I've said later on, in a few months' time, we're going to build that laser, and I'm going to give you a unique opportunity, like all the other things we do on this channel. I'm going to give you a unique opportunity to put something in a little message, and we're going to fire it out into space, and that's going to travel for years and years and years, guys. Now, if you ask NASA to send a message out into space for yourselves, I'm sure the laughter could be heard down whatever means you was talking to them on. They just would not do it for you. Well, we're going to do that for you. Those people that have pledged a bit of support on PayPal and on Patreon are going to get that opportunity to give me that little message when this laser's built. And it's not going to be a Mickey Mouse laser, it's going to be an all singing, dancing one. The actual equipment that we're going to build for this is, programmable, so it'll select, the constellation that that person wants this message sent to, and it will fire it off in that direction. And I think it's an interesting, project. People say, oh, you're wasting your time. It's going to fall on deaf ears. Well, that is not the case. Within a couple of weeks of firing a message at the speed of light through a laser, through the atmosphere and out into space, it will pass those Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 spacecraft that NASA sent up in the 80s within a matter of weeks, and simply because it's travelling at the speed of light and they aren't. They've only just made it past the outer solar system. So that gives you an idea of how fast things move at the speed of light compared to how fast these satellites are moving with, I believe, their ion drive propulsion systems. So, guys, the thing is, we need support. and it has dropped off a little bit this month. It's been a little bit of an eye-opener, and I thought we got off to a good start in January and February. I thought it was going to continue. I'm just hoping that we can keep it up, the support for the channel in the manner that we've had over the last couple of months. There's no real reason why it shouldn't, and even more so now that there's something really unique on offer for you guys that do support it, and that is like a little bit of a bonus anyhow. I mean, just the fact that you're able to get first-hand information with regards to what's taking place over our northern hemisphere with regards to those magnetic poles and how they interact in our weather systems, is really what it's all about. That should be enough on its own, but as a bonus, we're going to do that speed of light message for you guys as well. So I hope we can keep the support going for the channel. That's the main thing, guys. And obviously I'll keep creating some good, interesting videos for you guys out there as well along the way. So that's all there is to say. I hope you have enjoyed this week's videos. One of my favourites was the universal conscious and the universal equation, because I know how rare that is, and I know exactly what it means to me, and I know exactly what it means to a lot of you guys out there as well. So guys, I'm going to say what I usually do: support us. There's 148 people that have helped us out on Patreon. There's been a good few people as well who have been chipping in on PayPal. Please keep it going. Keep the observatory running in the green, and we can keep delivering what we do on this channel. I know you guys know it's well worth it. So the links are down there. And you know what, guys, I'll catch up with you on Monday, and we'll have something else more interesting to talk about, hopefully. So I'll leave it here, guys. I'll say what I usually do. Bye for now, and take care.